Morning, it's really early. It's 4 o'clock in the morning and it's still dark outside, and this is the start of my video diary. I've set myself a challenge today. I have decided to do a challenge that I might not complete. I want to walk 50 miles in a day. Always wanted to do it. So we've got some snack bars. I'm trying to travel light, got a spare top because I'll be coming back tonight in the dark. Map, obviously. Sun cream, it's going to be hot. Phone, bandage, wallet and torch because it could get dark before I reach the end. Carried in a camelback, bladder full of ice water, cup of tea. It is 4:46, it's just coming up to sun up. I'm getting a lift off this nice taxi driver. What's your name?
Scott.
Scott, hello Scott. Scott thinks I'm mad for doing 50 miles in a day. He's asked me all sorts of questions. I think he's keen, I think he might join me next time. And that's it, we're approaching Tankersley Manor. Sun up, perfect timing. Just got 50 miles to go. There's my taxi going. And that's where I'm going. This is the darkest road I've ever been on. Now I don't know if you remember the film Kes, but if you do, you might recognise that. That's the remains of the old mansion house where he found the kestrel. Up that top bit there. Bit of history, how's that? Okay, so it's not one of the nicest sections. I've been going about an hour and a half now and I think I'm doing alright. Weather's overcast, which is perfect, means it's not too hot and sunny. The trail's been good and dry. This bit's a bit rubbish with all the traffic, not a problem. A few miles to go and I'll be on the trail over to Doncaster off the main road. So who needs all them posh energy drinks and gels and shit when you can have a pork pie? So I made it to Dearne Bridge. This is quarter distance. I've done about 12.5 miles. Legs are feeling it already. Aching, gone too fast, pulled some muscles. But I'll show you on the map how far we've gone. We have started off at Tankersley Manor and then we've gone up through Elsica, followed this trail, joined on over to Dearne. We're at Dearne Bridge near Mexborough. We're going to go off the other side of the map onto the other side, keep going, another 30 odd mile to go. There's Conisbrough Castle in the distance, on my way up to Sprotbrough now. Well, 17 miles in, I made it to Sprotbrough, and this is a beautiful place. It's one of my favourite places on the trail. It's just so nice. I'd probably enjoy it more if my legs didn't hurt so much. They really hurt. really hurt. But apart from that, I'm going to plod on. So coming up to the halfway point in 8 miles. I'll see you then. Okay, so it's 10:30. I've done about just over 20 miles now. I'm coming into Bentley, past Doncaster. This was going to be the halfway stop. I've got here a bit early, which is good. I've got to get some lunch, so early lunch at 10:30, but when you've been walking since 5 o'clock, it doesn't seem so bad. Well, I am still officially on the Transpennine Trail. Luckily, there's a cafe. So this is my energy drink, cup of tea, and that's my energy food of champions. Okay, it might not look very pretty around here, but this is Joan Crofts Lane. I'm really glad to be here, because this is halfway. Only halfway. It's 12:30. So I tell you, my legs are killing me. It's one marathon done. There's another marathon to go. Well, I've made it to a place called Braithwaite, and I've just worked it out, and I've done 30 odd miles, so I've got about 18 to go. I'm shattered. I'm really struggling. As nice as it is round here, and as nice as it is to be out in the sun, I can't tell you what my legs feel like. I feel like I've been run over and I'm trying to walk it off. And although it's nice to think I've done all them miles, when I think about how many I've got left to do, it's a nightmare. Yeah, I thought a bit of music, take the pain away. It's not working. It's 3 o'clock, it's red hot. And there's been no shade. I am so hot. I have never been in this much pain without having just had an accident. It's only walking, I don't understand why it's so hard. And it was 20 miles to do after that last break, not 18. So I've now got 16 still to do. It's mad. I am absolutely shattered. I can't pick my legs up anymore. They just don't work. It's just every step is agony. I just got this overriding feeling of wanting to sit down right here, and I know I'll never get up again. And I am so in the middle of nowhere. So just got to keep going. Well, I've just crossed the M62 after getting lost in that field, coming out, finding out I was on the wrong path. Somebody's moved the signs. So I'm a couple of miles south of Snaith, where I can get a drink because I've run out of everything. The important thing is M62 is 3/4 of the way through, so that's 37 miles. So I've done 37 miles, that's 3/4. Quarter left to do. I'm having problems with my feet. It's just like somebody's been beating them with cricket bats for the past 10 hours. Hello again. Well, it's 7 o'clock in the evening. As you can see, the sun is setting. And as you can see, I'm still walking. Even though I set off at 5 this morning. Every mile I do now, Seems like 10. Just don't seem to be getting any shorter. It's like somebody's adding bits on. 6 miles to go. I still feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere, but I know that I'm coming up to Selby. I'm walking as fast as I can, but I know I'm a lot slower than I was this morning. I've just tightened up so much. Oh, every step is killer. Agony. Really, really, really unpleasant. So, but on a positive spin, my knees are alright. I'm just looking forward to that train. I just keep fantasising about sitting on the train. Not because I'm going home, just because I can sit down. And I know I don't have to stand up again and keep walking. Well, I'm finally on the last canal towpath into Selby. It's 8:20, sun's just going down behind the trees, and I am absolutely spent. I can hardly move. Everything's stiffened up to the point where I feel like I'm shuffling along in flip-flops with nails stuck up through the bottom. This has been one of the hardest things I've ever done. It's only walking. Oh my god, it's just unbelievable. I did completely underestimate what I told it would take on my legs, and I've suffered since about mile 10, and there's not a lot else to say really. It's been absolute hell. Only thing I'm looking forward to is it being over, which it will be in about a mile and a half. Thank God for that. I made it. I hurt. This is Selby Station. I finally got in at just before 9, and I am sat down. Oh, this is good. I'll probably never get up again. I've just been over that bridge over there. I look like an old man grabbing hold of the handrail. Not good. I feel like I've had about 10 pints. I'm exhausted. All I've got to do now is sit here for an hour. Please stand back from the platform edge. There's no one here. I didn't stop for the last 8 miles. Didn't stop. Would never have got going again. Not a chance. And if I'd have sat down, I'd still be there now. So that's it. I've done it. And I'd like to say it was some life-changing experience, but it was just the most painful thing I've ever done. And I don't ever want to walk again, anywhere.